Good morning, welcome to my channel Pen Bee Photography. I'm Penny. Today we are kind of going for bluebells. Thing is, you know, I've seen a lot of bluebell pictures out there, a lot of AI bluebell pictures, and I hate to tell you this, I don't think I can do better than AI bluebell woods. I've seen some nice shots, but they are very clean and very perfect. So I really am trying to today maybe do more of a human touch to it, like a human composition. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe I'm just desperately trying to do something different. But my first shot, I've done a first shot. You see this little tree here? We've got a little, I think it's a crabapple tree, and I'm in an area with no bluebells, but just in the woods. It's probably too shady for you to see right now, but in the woods there, the bluebells are in there. So actually I've taken a photo using the crabapple tree as a frame, and we've got a layer of light green, then darker green of ferns, then some bluebells way in the distance, and then the woods just fading off into the distance. So I don't know, is it any good? Trying to be a bit different? Have a look. Let me know if you think it was worth stopping for. But anyway, we're going to do some more walking, so I hope you can join me for the rest of the video. Let's get on. So, I'm just standing at the fence line to that crabapple tree's just behind me here. So I've got no bluebells at my feet. And I'm on 105 of this lens, so I've zoomed in and I'm capturing pieces that I like, waiting for the sun to come in and out, and so we've got dappled light. Sometimes it looks better with the dappled light, sometimes it looks better without. I find that you see a lot more blue in the shadier parts, but it's nice to have some light dappling to give some depth to the picture. So in the past I've always tried to fill the frame with bluebells, or at least, you know, have it at least 50% of the frame. But here actually I would say the bluebells, the light's just coming out, the bluebells are just about 10% of the frame, and I'm not worried about like the green ferns and it just being apart. It's a very different way of shooting for me. I've always wanted, excuse me, I've got terrible hat hair. I've always wanted it to be like the most magnificent bluebell would. But AI, that's what AI does. And so I'm trying to pull away from that and actually show reality, I suppose, that very rarely do you get a full, thick blue carpet of British bluebells. But what you do get is a mixture of greens and them fighting for light for the new spring leaves coming out and blocking the light, and they've got to get the job done before this wood is fully out in full foliage, full leaf. So yeah, I think I'm trying to capture the true nature of the woods now. I don't know, maybe I'm talking a load of old rubbish. Let me know what you think. I am using the polarizer, not necessarily really affecting the bluebells, but as I'm getting green ferns and stuff in the foreground and the green leaves, it does help give a bit of richness in the green in the pictures. And I'm taking a few. I'm thinking about framing. Over here we've got trees, there's a gap in the middle and trees sort of growing a bit over and bluebells through that, so a little bit of framing. So even though I'm trying to give a human element, obviously I'm trying my best to make it look great, but trying to really keep away from that sort of pristine AI look. Yeah, or is that an excuse not to be very good? I don't know. Anyway, let's get on. I'm also exposing to the highlights in the woods, because I'm shooting in RAW, so I know that I can bring the shadows up on a digital camera in RAW easily in Lightroom or whatever software someone uses, but it's harder to bring the highlights down, so I expose in to the highlights knowing that I'm going to bring up the shadows. Also using the light as helping to create pictures, so the light's hitting trees now and again, and that attracts my eye. Once the light's gone, it's not necessarily much of a photo there, so yeah, it's nice that light's coming in and out, and it's one of the flatter days in terms of light that it has been this week, but actually right now it's starting to come in and out quite nicely. Yeah, concentrating on where I'm standing and how trees are overlapping each other in the woods, and just trying to make it look as tidy as I can. Like hitting some leaves over there, that's quite nice. So very much woodland photography at the moment, which is not easy. It's not easy when you're here and you can smell the bluebells, experience the birds. It's very easy to think that you're getting a fantastic picture, and then you go back and when all the other senses are gone and you're looking at a 2D image, you're like, oh, that's a bit disappointing. So it's something to be aware of, that you're just visually going for something. Not going to have... Oh, it smells beautiful. The bluebells smell beautiful. But anyway, I'm going on. So let's get on. Right, well I've come right round, and I'm now within the bluebells. I was just shooting on the other side of the fence into the woods. Now I'm in the woods, and yeah, I'm shooting the bluebells. I have tried to do more of what I was talking about earlier on in the video, more of a blue carpet of bluebells, but you know, there's twigs and it's messy and branches have fallen down. Great for wildlife, but you know, it does look messy. I think I'm going to keep it like that. I definitely think this is the way I'm going. Imperfection, the beauty of imperfection, I suppose. Or am I desperately talking? I don't know. But I will show you the pictures, and I've taken lots of different shots as we've been walking around, so anything I haven't shown you already I will show you at the end now. I feel like we're rounding up anyway. I've had a wonderful time, so peaceful, so lovely, the birds singing, such beautiful day. So thanks for joining me, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe and all that jazz, and yeah, I'll see you next time. There'll be another video popping up at some point to suggest which one you might like next. Maybe have a look, we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Take care, bye bye.